Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna here. Basically, we are discussing the topic that is city creation. In this, basically, we are discussing about one topic that is Microsoft basically told that. No, sorry, Microsoft got the 35 words basically from the Oxford group basically. And what is that 35 words basically that we have already discussed actually? What is the 35 word? That is basically this whole thing basically. This contains 35 words. Then basically this all contains 35 words. This all basically are 35 words. So one of the person told that basically Microsoft basically is a so big organization, right? Basically, yes, it's a big organization, and they are basically getting the words from the Oxford group basically. So how big the Oxford group basically might be? Then he told that yes, basically you are correct basically. So one of the person basically asked the question basically, this is digital world. Then he told that yes, basically this is digital world. This is digital world. Then he told that yes, this is the digital world. So internet equal to digital world. Then he told that yes, and internet equal to created from thousands of cities data. Then he told that yes. So thousands of cities equal to internet. If I say, then it would be 100% correct. Same way basically text box equal to 1000 cities. Then he told that yes. If I say that text box equal to 1000 cities and 1000 cities equal to internet, then also it would be work. Then he told that yes, basically this is going to work. This basically what is that? This is the you can say modular coding basically. This connects to the modular coding. Same way basically in the environment basically, this also connects to the modular environment basically. That is text box equal to internet, internet equal to thousands of cities. So one of the person asked the question basically. For example, assume that basically in this world basically there are many types of people. Then he told that yes basically. For example, Reliance Group basically, when he would be using the internet basically, he will be using the that 1000 city wala internet. Then he told that no basically, he will not be using that data basically. He would not be using that data. He would be using basically, for example, that one building you can see. Yeah, basically that one building I can see. That basically is internet basically for Reliance Group. That building you can see basically yes. That is basically internet digital world for Tata Group. That building you can see. Yes, that building I can see. That building is basically for Mahindra Group, Anand Mahindra Group. That building you can see. Yes, basically I can see that building. That building is for Mittal Group. That building you can see. Yes, basically that building I can see. That building is of Bill Gates Group. That building you can see. Yes, that is basically for SAP Group. That is Maharashtrian person basically. That is Marathi Group basically. That building you can see. Yes, basically I can see that building. That is of Oxford Group basically. So this was very dangerous statement basically just now I told basically. So one of the person asked the question basically, so which internet you are using basically? Then he told that basically I don't know, that I would be using some normal internet basically. I am not using any special that building internet. I am not using that building basically. I am not carrying. Few people say that this type of special internet basically those people only basically gets basically who are either very big person basically, big personality, or basically he is a terrorist. Sorry, he has created as a terrorist in front of the world basically. See that person basically, he is very terror person basically. That type of advertising basically somebody has done basically. So for that people basically special internet basically are prepared basically. So one of the person asked the question basically. From Oxford Group only basically. Because this everything is created by the Oxford University Group. For example, Reliance is using this internet basically. That is from this building basically is getting the entire internet, right? Basically Then he told, and he's basically getting the private supply of the internet, and his data basically is kept as a private data basically. So which university basically it is created? So for that basically Oxford group told that basically these all are the words basically which we have given to the this building basically, and from this building basically, which you can see this one building basically, yes basically I can see that building basically. From that basically he is getting the internet, and that is a private supply basically of the internet, and that is converted into the digital world basically, that is internet of Reliance Group. Then one of the person asked the question basically, Sunil, which internet you are using? For example, one of the person asked the question basically after this basically, this internet you can see basically, yes basically I can see this internet basically, this internet, yes this internet basically I can see, which is basically this data basically, from where basically this data is coming basically. So few people told that basically you are not special group basically, you don't you basically have not got the special data basically, private data or basically something, and you are basically not a terrorist also basically, that you will treat as a terrorist basically. Either basically big people basically might be having the special private supply, or basically if he is treated as a terrorist basically. And Oxford group says that basically we handles each and every words basically. Terror is also basically our word creator basically. We have created the terror word. Oxford group directly told that basically. Then basically there was no possibility only basically. So they told that basically we have created many different types of internet lines basically. From that basically you all basically are getting the internet data basically. So one of the person asked the question basically, why basically this type of thing basically is created? Then few groups so basically told that money power, and basically few groups basically are very terror basically, their brain basically are very terror, so we have kept their data basically as a different line only basically. So one of the Sunil line told that basically my line is basically a simple line basically, the people which are using the internet, their line basically is my line basically. So like this basically things. So one of the person told that basically this just now basically one basically we saw basically that 2 lakh lava basically holes basically are there. Then it told that yes, this new hole basically is created for whom basically, for Microsoft blood cells and the entire software industry basically, total entire software industry. Reason, it has kept as a entire separate data only basically, same as the internet data basically. Assume that this many lava holes basically are there for each and every group basically. Certain groups basically has created basically by the satellite group basically, they have kept everything basically separately. So the software industry holes basically are also kept as separate basically. In this, gender wise calculation is also basically there, that is disease equal to what, lava plus sand, lava and sand, and gender calculation, that is male female, female male and others, that calculation. Medicine is equal to same basically, that is gender calculation. So one of the person told that basically, can you please describe this data basically, that is this data basically. Then he told that that is basically gender calculation, which we have almost discussed basically. Then he told that, then also basically little bit. Then he told that disease equal to place. Then he told that yes, that place is basically created from certain energies. Yes basically, and that energy basically is going to generate some data. Yes, and that data basically is going to convert to energy and process, and then basically human is going to use that data, and then basically lava process and the sand process happens basically. And sequence basically can be totally different also basically. Sequence basically can be totally different also. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this data.